Hi everyone. Welcome back to Living Wisdom and Dharma World. Today, let's delve into one of the most thought-provoking stories about Zhuangzi, a Taoist sage whose wisdom continues to inspire us thousands of years later. This story takes us to a deeply personal moment in Zhuangzi's life, the funeral of his wife. It's here that Zhuangzi's unique philosophy on life and death, as well as the meaning of existence, truly shines. By the end of this exploration, you'll gain insight into what Zhuangzi considered the highest achievement in life, and how we can apply this timeless wisdom to our own journeys. Before we dive into the story, let's set the stage. Zhuangzi lived during the Warring States period in ancient China, a time of great turmoil, but also intellectual flourishing. His philosophy is rooted in Daoism, emphasizing harmony with the natural flow of life, freedom from rigid concepts, and the acceptance of impermanence. The story we're exploring today begins with Zhuangzi at the funeral of his wife. Zhuangzi's wife had passed away, and as the story goes, he was sitting by her grave, drumming on an overturned bowl and singing. This behavior shocked a friend who came to pay respects. The friend chastised Zhuangzi, saying, "Your wife has just died, and you are not mourning her properly. Instead, you sit here singing and drumming. How can you act this way?" To this, Zhuangzi responded with a profound explanation. He said, "When she first died, I grieved, just as anyone would. But then I reflected on the nature of life and death. Before she was born, there was no life. Before that, there was no form. And before that, only emptiness. Now, as part of the great cycle of change, she has returned to that emptiness. It is like the changing of seasons, from spring to summer, autumn to winter. If I were to cry and wail, it would show that I do not understand the Tao." Zhuangzi's view on life and death. This story encapsulates Zhuangzi's unique perspective on life and death. Let's unpack the key ideas. 1. The cyclical nature of existence. Zhuangzi saw life and death not as opposites, but as complementary phases of existence, much like day and night, or the changing of seasons. He believed that everything in the universe follows the natural rhythm of the Tao, the ultimate reality and source of all things. By embracing this cycle, Zhuangzi demonstrated a profound acceptance of impermanence. His drumming and singing were not acts of disrespect, but expressions of harmony with the natural order. Modern reflection. How often do we resist change or cling to what is fleeting? Zhuangzi reminds us to embrace life's transformations with equanimity. Whether it's the end of a relationship, a career change, or the passing of a loved one, understanding the cyclical nature of existence can bring us peace. 2. Unity of form and emptiness. In his explanation, Zhuangzi traced the journey of his wife's existence from emptiness to form, and back to emptiness. This idea aligns with Taoist philosophy, which teaches that all forms arise from the Tao and eventually return to it. For Zhuangzi, life and death are simply transitions within this unity. By clinging to form or fearing emptiness, we create unnecessary suffering. Example: consider a river flowing into the ocean. The river doesn't mourn its transformation. It simply becomes one with the larger body of water. Zhuangzi's view encourages us to see ourselves as part of this greater whole, dissolving the illusion of separation. 3. Freedom from social norms. Zhuangzi's behavior at the funeral also reflects his disregard for rigid societal expectations. Traditional Confucian norms dictated a specific way of mourning, But Zhuangzi prioritized authenticity and alignment with the Tao over adherence to rituals. This doesn't mean he lacked compassion, on the contrary. His response stemmed from a deep understanding of life's essence. Modern reflection. In today's world, we're often pressured to conform to social norms, even when they don't resonate with us. Zhuangzi's example invites us to act from a place of inner truth rather than external expectations. The highest achievement in life. So, what is the highest achievement in life, according to Zhuangzi? 1. Harmony with the Tao. For Zhuangzi, the ultimate goal is to live in harmony with the Tao. This means aligning with the natural flow of life, letting go of attachments, and embracing change without resistance. 2. Freedom from ego. Zhuangzi taught that liberation comes from transcending the ego, the source of our fears, desires, and judgments. By letting go of the self, we can experience the interconnectedness of all things. Story connection. In this funeral scene, Zhuangzi's lack of attachment to his wife's form reflects his freedom from ego. He saw her essence as inseparable from the Tao, untouched by death. He lives with equanimity. 3. Joyful living. Perhaps the most inspiring aspect of Zhuangzi's philosophy is his ability to find joy even in sorrow. His drumming and singing illustrate that a life in tune with the Tao is one of lightness, humor, and spontaneity. Example: think of a tree that bends with the wind rather than resisting it. This flexibility allows it to survive storms. Similarly, Zhuangzi's joyful acceptance of life's changes is a testament to his spiritual mastery. Applying Zhuangzi's wisdom to our lives. How can we embody Zhuangzi's teachings in our modern lives? 1. Practice acceptance. When faced with loss or change, remind yourself of the cyclical nature of existence. Just as spring follows winter, life's transitions are part of a greater flow. 2. Let go of attachment. Recognize that clinging to impermanent things only leads to suffering. Instead, focus on cultivating inner peace and alignment with the Tao. 3. To live authentically. Don't let societal expectations dictate your actions. Stay true to your values and respond to life's challenges from a place of wisdom and authenticity. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Zhuangzi's story at the funeral of his wife. Through this profound moment, Zhuangzi teaches us to embrace life's impermanence, transcend the ego, and find joy in the natural flow of existence. If this teaching resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Living Wisdom and Dharma World for more insights from the world's greatest philosophers and sages. Until next time, may you walk in harmony with the Tao and find peace in the ever-changing dance of life.